I don't know what that is. Oh, is that Amy?
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Amy.
How
you
are
didn't look like
you?
you didn't look like you without your hair down.
Oh, I know. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go get it colored here at 10:30. So,
Yeah, I have a big question for you.
uh-huh.
You have a life and do all this. I mean, do you just schedule in your family?
Yeah, well, my family, like I just schedule this around my family, really. So I don't know. I just do. I think because I've been doing it so long that I just know, like I just do it.
Uh-huh.
Like I used to like get this sheet and I would color it all in of when I was going to have time with my family and when I was going to have dinner, and I was like really I guess perfect about it, and I think I did that for so long that I just naturally do it. So
Yeah.
there'll be times that I just don't take calls, I don't answer my phone, but I don't say it anymore. I used to say between this time and this time I'm not going to talk, but I just don't answer now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am at Carol Adams' house.
Awesome.
We had she and I had her husband was out of town,
Uh-huh.
and I don't have one, and so I spent the night over at her house. So I'm at.
Yay.
Have you met Carol Adams?
No.
No, Nene, right?
Nene. This is Nene, but we just got up.
We just got up.
I'm wearing yesterday's makeup I didn't take
and
off.
I'm wearing pajamas.
That's all right. That's good. That's
So
good.
I'm at Adams' house, so you can tell Jackie Gillespie that you taught Carol Adams.
I will. Yeah, she'll be excited about that. I'm going to tell her, I'm going to be like, hey, I did Nene's back office training. She's going to be like, what?
This is it.
This is it. Okay.
You asked me what this was yesterday. Well, this is it.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We're doing our shakes right now.
You're doing your shakes now?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good. Are you
She had-
what?
She had not tasted strawberry, so I brought strawberry over. So we had strawberry last night, and I put frozen strawberries in it. Oh, it's better. It tastes good that way. Just the frozen.
Yeah. I think so too. I think so too. So yeah, good deal. Have you talked to Christine at all?
No. She is teaching. She is speaking right now at a camp or something.
Okay.
For days, and I think she'll be through tonight. Well, which is now. She's already through, but she's traveling home.
Right.
Because they're so far ahead of us.
Yeah.
So she's traveling right now.
Yeah.
But when she gets home again, she'll text me, "Are you there?" And then we'll Skype.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. If you get her and you want to Zoom with her, I can take down her information and get her all put in.
Okay.
There's just a couple different things I need to tell her about because they don't have, well, they do have auto ship, but most Malaysians don't use it. They use what's called Esurance. And because most of them do pickup, they don't do shipping. And so they do Esurance where the company sets up one item on auto ship so that they fall below 100 business volume. Then the company sends a certain quantity of that item to get their BV up. So I got to explain that to her. And then, I mean, really, that's it. That's really, oh, and I've got to talk to her about like how they pay out, which I don't know a lot about the Malaysian currency or like what the difference is in their value. But like, let's say that she cycles 20 times. They basically just do the conversion and she gets the American value in ringgits. So I think that's good.
I think that's good for her.
I do too. So I'm kind of excited to share that with her. And then the other thing I have to tell her is, you know how you got the international licensing? She has to get that because the rest of her team is American. And so she has to be able to earn money on us. And the only way she can earn money on us is to have her international licensing. So it's just $49.
She'll do both like me.
Yeah, she'll do both. So yeah. All right. Did somebody else join us?
I don't know if Johnny can or not. She's out of town.
There's somebody on.
This is Bonnie.
Okay, Bonnie's on, and then there's somebody on a Samsung phone. Is that Shalane maybe?
It could be.
Didn't she do something today?
Last night.
Okay.
She just sent me a notice to remind me, so about 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't know if she was on it or not.
Yeah. Whoever it is, their volume's not working on their phone, but that's okay. That's okay. It's no worries. It's fine. So let me go ahead and make sure I don't have a text here. Okay. So, do you think we should go ahead and get started, Shirley?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, Nene, how are your products coming? Are you liking them?
Yes, I do.
Good.
I haven't been doing very well lately, though. I gotta get back on track.
Have you been cheating?
Who, me?
Yeah.
He only cheats on her cleanse day.
Yeah, on cleanse day. I have a hard time on cleanse day.
She really does. So, and I haven't done mine yet. So, because I just started my products.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. One thing you can do on a cleanse day, and if you guys are in the Fat Slayers group, I'll talk about this some on that group. But one thing that you can do is, and I'm not saying to do this from the beginning, but if you struggle with a cleanse day, you could start your cleanse day at night. So let's say you eat dinner at 6 o'clock. You could eat your dinner at 6, and then, or 4, whenever, it doesn't matter when you eat. Say it's 4 or 5 or 6. You eat, and then that's like your last supper. And then you go all the way, then what you do then is you would go all the way through the night and the next day until 6 o'clock. And so it kind of makes it a lot easier because a 24-hour fast still works, but it makes a big part of that be while you're sleeping. And so then you're like, okay, I just have to make it to 4 and then I can eat.
We like that. That's a very good idea. Thank you.
That sounds better.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. And I had to do that to start with because I was hypoglycemic. And so to get my body used to it, that's how I had to start. And then what else was I going to tell you about that? You just want to make sure you're drinking enough water and make sure. So you would do 4 ounces of cleanse basically before bed. And then the other 12 ounces would be spread out during that daytime period.
Oh, that sounds easier.
Yeah. So you can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And take a lot of naps.
Yeah.
Please go to sleep. It'll all be over. No, I'm teasing.
Amy, these 2 are going to be your greatest challenge.
Like, just go to sleep, and when you wake up, we'll be there. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we could just do that process. That's good.
Yeah,
just to set our alarm when we have to take our stuff.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
you take it the next day. Oh, you mean sleep all day?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. All right, so I think we're ready to go. Shalane, I know that we have Melissa and your mom and Nene, and then we have Samsung 1337. It's like an FBI agent, but
Yes.
that's good. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started.
Great, thank
Hey,
you.
Amy,
Uh-huh.
this is Bonnie on one of the Samsungs. So
Sorry, Bonnie.
I don't know if that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it is. It's you.
Okay.
It's like you're
Well, I'm trying to do Mark's work at the same time, so that's why.
You're good. You're
Yeah.
good. It's perfect. I always wonder who they are. Like on all my calls, there'll always be like phone 385, and you're like, wonder who phone 385 is. But anyways, so
Special agent.
yeah, exactly. Special Agent Bonnie Lynn. All right. Well, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up a screen share for you guys, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to go into your back office. And I'm going to use Jackie's back office just because you guys are all tied in with her. And you'll probably recognize some of the names and it'll feel a little bit familiar to you. So the first thing I want to show you how to do is I want to show you how to order. I also want to show you how to change your auto ship and the importance of auto ship. Whenever I came into this company, I was really weird about auto ship because back in like 1995, I was a part of like a record club, or I think it was cassette tapes back then. And like you would get all these cassette tapes and they just keep sending them to you and sending them to you. And I couldn't get out of it. So I like had this picture of that in my mind coming into Isagenix, but it's so different. And so I'm going to kind of show this to you, what our auto ship really is and how to change it. And so the first thing is once you want to change your order, you're going to go into orders and then down into manage auto ship. And sorry about this. My internet's been a little bit slow the last week or so. But for example, here's Jackie's auto ship. She has her auto ship set up on a shake and cleanse pack. Now, when you go into your back office and you click on auto ship. Now, let me rewind. To get to your back office, you're going to go into isagenix.com. So just isagenix.com. You're going to go to associate login. It's going to ask you for your username and your password. You should have had an email with your username and password. Most likely, it is your first and last name, all lowercase, no spaces for username, and your password is probably success. If I set it up, that's what it is. If not, if someone else set it up and you can't find the email, ask them and they should know what it is. Then once you're in, that's where you're going to go into orders. And then I clicked on manage auto ship. Now in your auto ship, it's going to be products that are coming out. You want to look at your date of when they're coming out and make sure that you change that if you don't want it coming out on that date, or if you want it sooner. You can also back it up if you want it later. If there are items in your cart that you don't want, you click edit my auto ship right here. That's going to take you into your back office, and then you can go in and order whatever you would rather have. So it's just shopping online is all it is. Now, once you have changed your auto ship, I'm going to go ahead and click this just so you can see what you need to click. And so I just click edit my auto ship. And while that's pulling up, I'm going to talk about this for a second. You'll notice here on Jackie's back office where it says that her auto ship delivers every 29 days. Yours probably says that it delivers every 30 days because the company automatically sets it up to come out 30 days. You want to change yours to 29, all of you. All of you are on what are called shared legs. And that means that if you were to go into your back office and look, you're going to see people under you that you do not know who they are. And that's an amazing thing. I mean, it makes it a lot easier for you to make money. And not everybody's like that. I mean, everybody on this Zoom is in the hottest part of my tree. And so you're always seeing people come under you. And so this is more important for you than it is for somebody who's on like an inside leg that's not moving very fast. But you want to change yours to say 29 days. Because if you look down here at this number 105, Isagenix allows you to bank volume. So basically you're able to turn your order back into money. You're able to bank the volume on anything over 100 business volume, but this one's 105 business volume. So, and it's the orders that come out every 30 days. So let's say that you didn't change the date, Jackie would get paid on 5 volume. But because she changed the date to 29, she's going to get paid on 105 volume. And so it's not like it's $1 zillion, but it will probably end up to be about $400 or $500 over the course of the year. And $400 or $500, you guys, that's like going shopping, like a good shopping and dinner and
shopping.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that you keep that. And then you also just want to click confirm auto ship once you're done changing it. If you don't click confirm auto ship, it doesn't change. And so I know that sounds crazy, but I can't tell you the number of people that forget to click confirm auto ship and then call me because they got the wrong shipment. And so make sure that you're clicking confirm auto ship. Then what I want to do now is I want to show you the tree and what that looks like. So I just click team, and now I'm going to click enroll new member. I'm going to go down here, and here's Jackie. So this is Jackie's large view of her tree. Now you can see where this is all filled up, and for a lot of you, Shirley and Shalane and Bonnie, your left side is filled up. Like you'll go and you'll look and you're gonna be like, where am I gonna put people? And you're gonna see these boxes that say unoccupied. That is not where your team goes. Your team goes where it says sponsor new associate here. Remember that. So these boxes are actually for your inside. Those are for the recruits of your recruits. So this box is for Jared's recruit. You guys don't even know Jared, but Jared's on our team. He's from Oklahoma. And so, in fact, I don't mean to chase a rabbit, but Shalane, do you know a lady named Wendy Davis?
No, I don't.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know, like, I'm going to ask her, like, if she knows who you are or something. I want to follow up on that. But she's from Oklahoma, and so are Jared and April, and they're real big, like, into Assembly of God Church. And I think they know who you are or something. I'm going to ask them about that, and I'll tell you. Tell you. But anyway, they're on our team. So this is his spot right here. And so I'm going to click bottom left. And that's where, when you click bottom left, it's going to open up your spots to enroll people. See where it says sponsor new associate in this spot? That's where your people go. So your boxes are going to look full, and you're going to be like, where does it say sponsor new associate here? You have to hit bottom left and bottom right to come to your open spots. So your associates, when you are enrolling your personal people, they're going to go bottom left or bottom right where it says sponsor new associate in this spot. Now, your first couple of people, I don't even care if you remember this, because your first 5 people will probably be placing in for you, but just later on down the road, when you're going in and looking, you're probably going to remember this conversation. And so kind of know that. Now, our auto rewards, let me go back up here, and let me go here. This is a perfect example here. Okay, so Jared is, his son is super, super athletic. He's an amazing guy. His wife was a director in Mary Kay, but he messaged me only for product. He does not want to build a business. However, if you look at Jared, he now has 30 people. See where it says members 30? He has 30 people in his downline, and he's never told a soul about it. In fact, he didn't even know he had 30 people. I called him on Thursday, and I was like, Jared, have you been praying to make money or something? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, let's look at your tree. You have 30 members. But because he's stayed on auto ship, see all these points? It's kind of like a Monopoly game or a board game in a sense. He has 6,747 points banked. So you guys, that is literally what he has banked is about $500. And he's never told a soul about Isagenix. Does that make sense? But because he's stayed on auto ship, he's continued to bank this. So that when he does decide that he wants to build, or his wife, who better decides she wants to build, when they decide they want to build, it's going to be super easy for them to make money. Does that kind of make sense? And so that's why you want to stay on auto ship, and why you really want to encourage your associates to stay on auto ship. And they have the flexibility to change it, move it, anything like that. But you may run into that where people are like, I don't want to be on auto ship. And so what I say to them is, it's called auto rewards with us. And if you are rewarded, like you bank volume on it. And so just get on it, order like 1 or 2 items on it. And then if you change your mind, I'll show you how to cancel it. but I think when I go over it with you, you're probably going to want to stay on it. That's what I say to them. I hope that kind of makes sense or helps. Now, what we're going to do then, Bonnie, did that help you? That's the part you missed the other day. Okay, we're going to go over here to Team Destiny Online. And this is our team training site. And so I know, like I know that all of you guys want to make money. I know that that's the case for all of you. So we're going to look at this just as making money right from the very beginning. So I'm going to touch on this. I send this to someone when I personally enroll them. And when I personally enroll someone, I send them this welcome link. So what I do is I go to Team Destiny Online, I click on welcome, and then I copy and paste that into a Facebook or a text message for them. And so this is just a check sheet. And so this can be your check sheet. So you want to make sure that you have done these things, that you've scheduled your back office training, which that's what this is right now, that you've watched a shake day and a cleanse day video. You want to watch those. Because if you're part of Fat Slayers, we're trying to really stick with you every day, giving you ideas, giving you recipes, getting you together in a group. But when I say today's a shake day and today's a cleanse day, if you've watched these videos, it's going to make it a lot easier for you. Now, a lot of people on Jackie's team, from Jackie down, we've done almost all custom 30-day packs. That means that there's going to be some items in these videos that you don't have, like Natural Accelerator, Isoflush. You might have just a tube of them, like some samples of them, but that's okay. If you don't have them, it's okay. Just don't worry about taking that. The main thing is that you have the shake, the cleanse, and the Ionics. Now, if you do, I just want to throw this out because I was talking to someone the other day. If you have or have had migraines, I would make sure on your next order to order Isoflush, because Isoflush is a very, very pure magnesium supplement. And that's really good for migraines. But other than that, you're good to go. Don't worry about what you don't have, because we use the money to buy product B for most of you. And product B is way more beneficial than those other items. Then there's the IsaBody Challenge. That is a challenge I recommend everybody to enter. You do a before picture, you upload your information. As long as at the end of the challenge you do an after picture, Isagenix gives you over $200 in free product. So to not enter it is like leaving free stuff on the table. I mean, you don't have to win to get that free product. If you win it, you could get $25,000 cash. Then we have Healthy Mind and Body. I know you guys are everybody on the Zoom is totally built up in your spirits, in your mind. That's really what this is. It's very, what is the word? It's not spiritually based, if that makes sense. It's just very more like clinical, like, you know, how to keep your mind positive, that type of thing. Then it asks you to watch a video, which I'm going to show that to you. You want to make sure that you're in Fat Slayers and Isorox. I'm pretty sure all of you are. If you're not, if you're like, what is that? Then you're probably not in it, and you need to get in it. Particularly Fat Slayers, you're going to find a lot of support on your weight loss and health journey in Fat Slayers. Isorox has all of our business info on it, so you want to make sure you get on that. We are super blessed on our team. I will tell you this. This is Dr. Ina. You can call in at any time. But if you guys are, I like just to keep that on there so people see it. But if any of you guys are struggling in any way with your health or anything with the products, you're having health questions, you just need to let me know, because on our own team, we have Dr. Bruce Rippey, Dr. Carrie Howerton, we have Dr. Dave, Michelle. We have a lot of doctors on our team. And so you can get personal help at your fingertips. And they're all amazing. But here's a call, like if you need to talk to someone quick, there's Dr. Ina's available to call into, and these are the hours she's available. Now, I'm going to move over to the Getting Started page. And when I go over this, you might feel, I don't want to say you are going to, but there's a chance you might feel a little bit overwhelmed by the information because it's a lot of it. But keep this in mind. This is just an outline, and we coach you. So everything, this is more like a resource. So literally, I tend to give everybody baby steps. So I'll be like, okay, so do this one thing. And so that's kind of how we coach and train. We baby step everybody into success. And one day, like in a few weeks, you'll turn around and be like, man, I know how to do everything on that page now. But this is just great resource, and it kind of gives you an idea of how we're going to do it. But these are the videos that I was talking about, the Cleanse Day and Shake Day videos. You definitely want to watch those. We were talking earlier about how you can do the cleanse overnight. It's not a problem to do that at all. You'll get the same results. Then this is the U+2, then +2, how to get your products paid for video. Then moving on down, here's an in-depth training on the compensation plan. If you want to watch that, there's that. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk to you guys about the nitty-gritty. Like maybe you're on here and you're thinking, I want to make at least $40,000 or over per year. And when you're looking at that, I want to kind of break down a little bit as far as how I've built that. I feel like I have two different businesses. I feel like I have my retail business or my wholesale business, Reactive, where I'm using the product, getting results, talking about what I eat, and then people are asking me about it. And then I have my business where I'm literally looking for business builders and bringing in those business builders. And this is where I started. I did earn $91,000 in my first 5 months. We came out of the gates. It was a huge blessing because of what was on the horizon for me that I wasn't aware of, where I wasn't going to be able to work for a while. But we came out of the gates very, very strong. And we did earn, literally $91,000 in our first 5 months. And how I built that initially was like this. Because I was coming into this with a lot of network marketing experience, I understood that I was looking for people that had ambition, people that had talent, people that were well connected, people that had great attitudes. Like I knew what I was looking for. And so I literally picked my team in my mind before they were ever even knew I was going to call them. Like I knew who they were. And I wrote them down. Like I just wrote down who they were. Serene was one of my top people. I wrote her name right here, Serene. And then down here, I put in who I thought Serene would recruit. I thought she'd recruit her husband. I also thought she'd recruit her daughter. And so I did the same thing. Gwen was one of my other people. I knew she'd recruit her husband. I knew that she would recruit Robin, a real estate agent that she knew. So I was going in and filling all this out before I ever even talked to those people. And I think a lot of times analytical type of people, they feel like, okay, well, I'm going to fill this chart out after I have the people. That is not the purpose. It is a projection sheet. Like you're getting that vision in your mind of who do I want on my team, and you're getting it down on paper. I live by this. Like I have to get it from my mind onto paper, and then it gives me the tracks that I run on. Then after I fill that out, this is the deal. There is this Pinterest quote that this is what it says. It says, I'm not afraid to eat alone because I know what I bring to the table. And I think in a sense that when you're leading, and I know you guys know this, you have to know who you are, and you have to know what you're going to do, regardless of someone else around you is they're caught up in underbrush or they're caught up in their own thing. You've got to know who you are and what you're bringing. And like, you almost have to, like, for me, it was like I cleared a path and I was like, okay, I know what I'm bringing. I know what I'm called to do. I know what's laid before me, and I'm going to do that regardless of what anybody else around me is going to do. And so that's how I looked at that. So when I made that list, like my vision was very, very clear. I had prayed for something. I believed that this was it. And there was going to be no person and no attitude that was going to stop me from it. And so I called the people on the phone. So I called Serene on the phone. Serene. And Serene was not like my best friend. Were we friends? Yeah. Had we done coffee before? Yeah. We had worked in a church plant together. We had done some different things, but it wasn't like she was the person I hung out with all the time. So I just had this feeling that she's going to do it. I loved her. And so I called her on the phone and I was like, Serene, you're not going to believe this, but I just partnered with a company out of Phoenix. It's a wellness company. It's very naturopathic. I know I'm going to make $100,000 this year. And I'm looking for 10 people to put on the ground floor with me. Would you just listen? So she said, yes, she would listen. Now she needed to lose weight and she was sluggish and all of those things. And so I sat down, I showed her the product. I showed her how the comp plan worked. I showed her how I was going to be adding people under her. And of course she signs up. Why would she not? Like that, I mean, it would make no sense for her to not sign up. So she signs up, she adds 2 people. I asked 10 people to listen. 9 said they would. All 9 signed up. All 9 got their 2 people. And I believe to this day, I know, I don't even want to, I believe makes it sound like it could not be the case. I know to this day that because I knew it was going to work, like I had faith it was going to work. Like I wasn't going to be moved from that. And because I had that faith level, I know that's why it happened. I know that's why it came in. Because I'll see other people that'll say things like, well, if it works for me, then I'll tell other people. And that's like a crutch. You can't do that. Like you've got to live out loud. And when you're living out loud, then high energy people and people that have expectation are going to be attracted to you. And so I just cut out doubt. I was like, you know what? I don't have time to doubt it. I'm just going to do it. So that's how I built this at the very, very beginning. Now, this is a script. I call it a template because I don't believe in scripts. But this kind of shows you basically what I said to people. You can change it around, but just to kind of give you an idea of what I said to those business builders. But I didn't just say it. I meant it. Like everything I say, I mean. This kind of shows where they hesitate. Most of my 10 people hesitated. They didn't hesitate to sign up, but they hesitated to meet with me. They would say things like, is this a pyramid thing? Blah, blah, blah. And I would say, no, it's not. But listen, would you just listen to it? If you decide you want to do it and you listen and you decide you don't want to do it, I will never bother you again about it. I won't even ask you about it, but would you just have coffee with me? And then they would say yes. So then I booked the time. Now, you may want to watch these videos, or you probably do want to watch these videos. There's 4 videos. They're all different topics, all about building the business. But Enterprising Women, Start Your Life, Retire Wealthy, the Isagenix Difference. So you'll want to watch each of these videos, and then with those business builders that you are approaching, you're going to actually have them watch one of these videos that matches up to them. So if someone's maybe 60 and you think they're beginning to think about retirement, they may want to watch Retire Wealthy. So you're going to send them that video. So I just say between now and our appointment, can you watch this video? So I'll send them a video. Now, that's the proactive side, the business builder side of it. Now, there's the other side, which is just kind of living out loud and letting people be attracted to what you're doing. And that is, I think it's a little bit more reactive and where a lot of my business comes from now. And so I'll post things on Facebook, and people will like them, comment on them, and then those people go on my prospect list. And so this kind of shows you, you want to document your health journey on Facebook just like you would anything else. Like maybe if you were going on vacation or you're planting your garden, you might take a picture of it. So don't think, oh, I'm selling this, but also don't like hide it. Like a lot of people will hide it for whatever reason. You've got to be out loud with it. And so post from the consumer's perspective. Like most people don't want to see, it works, buy my wrap, 3 wraps today, get somebody to buy one, I'll give you one. Like most people don't want to see that. They'll unfollow you. And so you're just like peppering it in to what you're already doing. So here's a couple examples. So maybe your product's not came in yet and you can say, cannot wait for my stuff to arrive. So excited to begin my new health journey. Hello, Skinny Jeans. I never use the word Isagenix on my page. People do not know, even to this day, what supplement we use. Like they ask me. I want them asking me. I don't want them Googling it, trying to go to Amazon and buying it, or ended up on somebody else's page and someone else getting the money for what I did the marketing work for. So I never use the word Isagenix. Here's ready to make some health changes this year. Can't wait to get started. UPS. And then there's also after your cleanse day, can't believe how great I'm feeling. I'm already down blank pounds. Amazing. Completely sold on nutritional cleansing. What's going to happen at that point is these people are going to start to ask you, what is it? What is it? What is it? Now, that can be on your wall. They're asking you. They may also be asking you as they're seeing a difference in how you look just in the community. Maybe you're at church, you're at the hair salon, you're at the gym, and people say to you, you look so different. What are you doing? It's all the same. Your objective is to get them on the phone with me, with Jackie, and I really feel like Shalane's ready too. So with me, Jackie, or Shalane, that's your goal. You want to get them on the phone with us. Now, that it's not like that's a control thing. We have to train you how to go over the information so that people don't back you in the corner about the pricing. Because a lot of times people will say no and they don't know what they're saying no to. And I know this is really hard to believe, but even the most quiet people in the world get on Isagenix and somebody will say, what is it? And they're like, oh my goodness, it's New Zealand whey and you lose weight and it has undenatured and they say all this stuff. And then people say, well, how much is it? And they're like, oh, it's so cheap. It's $272 a month, but really I save money. I trade out groceries. And that person, all they heard was $272 a month. And they're like, peace out, because that's a lot of money for vitamins. They don't understand it's meal replacement. And so what you've got to do is you've got to get them to hear all the facts. And so that's why whenever they're asking you, if they're asking you face to face, you're going to say, I just started using it. I'm still in training. I'm learning how to give the information. All I know is I love it. Can you get on the phone with, Shalane or Amy or Jackie? They're really easygoing. They'll share the information. They don't pressure. It's so easy. So you would say that to them and try to get them on the phone. Now, if they're asking you over Facebook, on your Facebook wall, do not say Isagenix. Say, I'll private message you. And in their private message, you're going to say, it's nutritional cleansing. I love it, but I don't even know how to give information yet. Could you get on the phone with, and you guys would be so easy because Shalane's your daughter, Shirley, and Nene, Jackie's your good friend. So you're just like, one of my best friends just is helping me with it. Can I have her get on the phone because she's been doing it longer? She can answer questions. And so your objective is to get them on the phone with us. Now, once you get that appointment set, so you're going to set that appointment. How about Thursday at 4? Could you talk to Shalane then? Can you talk to Amy then? Can you talk to Jackie then? Once you get them on the phone with us, then you're going to send them a video. You're going to send them one of these 2 videos. So you're going to say, between now and then, can you watch a video? And it's going to be Team Isagenix, F they're athletic, and everybody else gets Are You Toxic? Now, don't feel overwhelmed by any of this. Because what's really going to happen is somebody's going to ask you and you're going to call Shalane on the phone or Jackie or me and you're going to be like, so-and-so asked me about it. What do I do? And we're going to say, okay, those videos? Let's find that one video and send it. So you're going to be coached. So this is just an overview. Don't allow yourself to feel overwhelmed in any way. This is just showing you where these things are at. The last thing that I'm going to suggest to you is this. Your friends want to hear from you, not from me. They really want to hear from you and not from Shalane, or you and not Jackie, because if they're asking you, they're asking you. And so you want to keep that in mind. And so the one thing that you want to do is you want to become a master at presenting the product. And the only way to become a master at presenting the product is to listen to us do it. And so what I would do is, I have the number 15 here. I'm changing it to 10. I think you need to listen to 10 product presentations on the phone, only for training purposes. And so what I would do is, there's a product booking script and a 3-way call outline. Let me see if I can pull this up, and we're almost done. Here is the booking script, I think. There it is. Okay, so basically you would just say, let's say you would pick 10 friends. We do not care if they sign up. Our goal is to get you so used to sharing the information and hearing it so many times that if somebody says, what is it? You can, Johnny on the spot, say, do you have 15 minutes? I'll tell you about it. Because they want to hear from you anyway. And when you get to that point, you're going to progress a lot faster. And so you're going to say to them, I just started doing nutrition. These are just like 10 random people. I just started doing nutritional cleansing. I'm so excited about it. As part of my training, I have to find 10 people to share it with so I can learn to educate people about the products. Would you be willing to hop on a quick call with me and my friend Shalane, Jackie, Amy, to help me with my training? Amy will go through the products with us, and I'll be taking notes. It only takes about 20 minutes. Amy's super easygoing. She gives information and hops off the line. Would that be okay? So all you're doing is asking them to listen for your training, and that's so when people ask you about it, you're going to be able to give them the facts, Johnny, on the spot. That's what we want. Now, the other piece of this then is actually the 3-way call outline, which is right here on the green tab. Let's see. I think. There it is. Okay, so the 3-way call outline, you want to print out 10 of those, and then you're literally, whenever Shalane or Jackie or myself, whenever we're going over your 10 training calls, you want to take notes on them, and so that it gets in your mind. So you're listening to what we're saying about all of the stuff. And then what happens then is, you've heard it so many times, it becomes very second nature to you, and the business really doesn't take up a lot of extra time. Where somebody wants something, you're like, listen, do you have 20 minutes later today that I can go over all of these facts with you? All right, guys, so does this help?
Yes. Helps a lot, Amy.
Good, good. All right, any questions at all?
No, I'm good.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you guys for taking a listen. And if you do have any questions, just let us know. So I guess, like, if I were to say, getting off of this Zoom, what should you do? Where do I start? I would say really 2 baby steps, 3 baby steps. And I would say number 1 would be to print out the Crystal Executive Chart and really think about who would you want on your team. Design it in your mind and write it on that paper. Number 2 would be to put a really good Facebook post up. And if you need help with that, get with Shalane or Jackie or I. Will help you with it. And then the third thing is, I would go ahead and pick your 2 people you want to train with first. So who are the 2 people you want to do a training call with first? So those are the 3 things I would start out with. Fill out the chart, find 2 people that will listen to training calls, and make a good post. And everything else is just going to come along the way. All right, guys?
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. Have a good Saturday.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
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 She's cute. Jackie sounded a lot like Jackie would be.